Okay, once again, welcome back to my Champion Felix channel on YouTube. Welcome back to our Champion Felix channel. This afternoon, I welcome you back to our Champion Felix channel, and good afternoon to you all watching this channel. Good afternoon to you all. I hope you're all doing very well. Today I want us to tackle on a topic for today. Maybe it may not be very long. You just take let me say some few minutes and then we are done with this lesson. So I hope that I prayed with you to share this video, subscribe to it, and then like it fast to keep bringing more teachings to keep out bring you more teachings on this topic, on some of these topics. Okay, so for the last time that we met, we discussed about what is a network, and then we discussed about the types of networks. So today we are moving on to another topic, and for today's topic I want us to look at the difference between a switch and then a router. The difference between a switch and then a router. The difference between the switch and then the router. So, first of all, someone may ask, what is a switch? Someone may ask, what is a switch? You see, these two different devices perform different tasks. You see, people at times get confused with the functions of these devices, but the thing is, each of them perform different jobs or different things altogether. The router and the switch performs different things or jobs altogether. They don't work the same. Each of them perform different tasks altogether. So we'll begin with the switch, and then after that, then we go to the router. So someone may ask, what is the switch? You see, a switch is a device that connects two or more computers together in order to form a network. The switch is described as a device which helps in the connection of two or more devices together, or two or more computers together in order to form a network. So let's say we have about 10 computers and then want to join them together in order to form a network. The device that you may need in order for you to join them together is the switch. The device that you may need in order for them to share information, or in order for them to get connected together, is the switch. Without the switch, the computers cannot be connected together. So as you said in our previous topic, when we were dealing with the network and the types of network, you see, when I explained what is a network, I did mention of a central point. And the central point is the switch, which help us to connect two or more computers together. Without the switch, you cannot connect the computers together in order to form the network that you want to form. So that's the job of the switch, to help us connect two or more computers together in order to form a network. So Some may ask, why do we need a switch? Why do we need a switch? You see, switch is one of the most important devices. Is it the most important devices needed in a network or in a network environment? The reason because without a switch, you can't connect, let's say, more computers together in order to form the network that you're looking for. And without the switch, let me say, it will be very difficult for you to do the work that you want to do as a network administrator or a network engineer or a network technician. So the easiest way for you to get your computers connected together is through the switch. The switch serve as a central point for all the computers to be connected together to themselves. I hope you understand me. It helps us to connect a lot of computers together to make our work easier. Without the switch, you cannot connect multiple computers or multiple devices together. So that's the work of the switch, and then the definition for the switch, and then why we need the switch. So on the switch, you see, we have two types of switches. We have two types of switches. And these two types of switches, we have the managed ones and then the unmanaged ones. We have the managed ones and then the unmanaged ones. You see, the managed switches are the ones that are provided by Cisco. They are the switches which are provided by the Cisco, which is the managed switch. They are provided by Cisco. And for this type of switches, you need to first, before you can use it, you first must configure it before it can be used. That's the managed switch, which is provided by the Cisco, Yeah. In order for you to use the managed Cisco switch, which is provided by the Cisco company, you first must configure it before you can use the managed switch. And then you have the unmanaged switch, which is just the normal switches. You just buy that unmanaged switch. Like you don't need to do any configuration in it. You just buy and then you plug it and then you set it up. Then you go. It does not need any configuration where you need to configure it like the Cisco switches. No, the unmanaged switches, you just buy them, then it is already good to use. That the unmanaged switch, you buy it, you don't need any configuration, then you begin using it. That the unmanaged switch. So after let's move on to the the unmanaged switches. Let's move on to the router. As I said earlier, we are dealing with the difference between the switch and then the router. So now let's move on to the router. So some may ask, what is a router? What is a router? You see, a router is a gateway. It's a gateway which provide access for two or more networks to be connected together. That's the job of the switch. The job of the router. It is a gateway which helps two different networks to be joined together in order to share information. So the job of the router is to join two different networks together in order to share information. So let's say in the company we have about 5 networks in there. Let's say in a bank or in an institution or in any company where, let's say, we have about five networks which have been created in there, and then we want them to be joined together in order to share information. How are we going to join this? How are we going to join these different networks together? That's when the router comes in order to help to connect these different networks together in order to share an information. So that's the difference between the switch and then the router. That's the difference between the switch and then the router. That's the difference between the switch and then the router. You see, the router, that's the job that is done. That's the job that it does. Just to join different networks together in order for them to share an information. In order for them to share an information. So at this juncture, you end the lesson here, and then thank you for watching this channel. And I plead with you to like and then watch and then share it for us, and then also subscribe for us. Subscribe, watch, and then like it for us, and then also share this video for us. So today's lesson was the difference between a switch and then a router. Thank you very much. Hope to see you next time. Thank you very much, and then look forward for another topic very soon. Maybe it may come within some few time or some few days for the new lesson. So stay tuned, subscribe, like this channel for us. Thank you.